Though their improvements and changes have been made over time from the era of Ayutthaya to the era of Ratanakosin, the main details have been kept relatively the same. First, the body of the king is bathed. Then, the Sukam rite, which involves dressing the king's body with clothing before tying the body in the fetal pose and placing the body upright in the royal urn, is performed. The traditional custom of placing the body of a deceased royal in an urn was replaced by placing the body in a coffin for the first time for the royal funeral ceremony of Her Royal Highness Princess Sinakarin in 1995. The original Sukam rite thus became less complicated, though other parts of the rite have been preserved. In the past, during royal funeral ceremonies, the members of the royal family, courtiers, and the people had to wear white as a sign of mourning. Later on, due to Western influence during the 5th reign of the Chakri dynasty, white as a sign of them changed. Black was worn by adults, white by youth, and dark purple or blue by those not related to the deceased. This complicated plan of mourning attire was changed to wearing simply black during the time of Field Marshal Black Pibun Songkram. The first indication of head shaving at times of mourning, an old custom of Southeast Asia, dates back to the 11th century Buddhist era, but later for the royal funeral of His Majesty King Rama V, this ritual was discontinued to be more in line with Western ways. In line with Buddhist beliefs, while the royal corpse lies in state, there is a monastic ceremony involving royal funeral prayers to make merit for the royal spirit. Throughout the royal funeral, music will be played for the royal prelude to indicate the time and as a means to lead the royal spirit to heaven. This will be performed by a conch horn ensemble, Pi Chanai, Chana drum ensemble, and Pi Pad Nang Hong ensemble, alternating every 3 hours. Once the urn has been installed and the royal funeral pyre has been completely built, the body of the king will be brought to the crematorium through an elaborate and fitting royal procession. The Prameru royal funeral pyre is built to represent Mount Sumeru, as it is believed to be the center of the universe. A Prameru royal funeral pyre is also built for other members of the royal family and for nobility, though the design differs according to their rank and authority. In the past, at a Prameru cremation ceremony, entertainment would also be provided, as it was believed that a deceased king was returning to heaven. Thus, the main purpose of the royal cremation was not for it to be sorrowful, but to be a grand celebration and a final opportunity to pay respect to the fallen monarch. Once it is time for the cremation, the body of the deceased monarch, urn or coffin, will be brought to a most intricately and elaborately decorated stand at the royal crematorium. Sandalwood and other types of wood will also serve as fuel. The day after the royal cremation is complete, the royal bones will be collected and put in the royal funerary urn. There is also a royal ceremony to gather the royal ashes and float them out at sea, as well as place the royal bones at the royal cemetery.